Imagine a world where buying a house or even a loaf of bread requires a direct exchange of goods or services. No more loans, no more credit cards, just pure, unadulterated barter. Sounds idyllic. Think again. The sudden collapse of our credit based economy would trigger chaos. And let's find the answer to the question, what if? The immediate consequences of a creditless world would be catastrophic. Businesses reliant on credit lines for daily operations would face instant insolvency, triggering a domino effect across the economy. Supply chains, the lifeblood of modern commerce, would seize up, leading to widespread shortages of goods and services. Mass unemployment would follow as businesses collapse, further crippling consumer spending and deepening the economic crisis. Governments, often deeply indebted themselves, would struggle to mount effective rescue efforts due to a lack of readily available funds. This inability to respond effectively could spark societal unrest and political instability, creating a perfect storm of economic and social turmoil. The absence of credit would unravel the intricate web of global finance almost instantly. A creditless world would necessitate a return to barter, albeit a complex one. Local economies would flourish, with neighborhoods forming resource-sharing networks. Skills like plumbing or carpentry, alongside goods, would become the new currency. This shift would likely see a resurgence in artisanal crafts and self-sufficiency. However, a major hurdle would be determining consistent value across diverse goods and services. Imagine the difficulty of trading a chicken for a haircut. A fair exchange would be tricky to establish, leading to friction and inefficient transactions. This decentralized system would present significant challenges in establishing equitable trade, showcasing the intricacies of a credit-free society. The absence of credit would necessitate alternative currency systems. Commodity-backed currencies using precious metals or agricultural goods could emerge, reflecting local resources. Simultaneously, cryptocurrencies independent of traditional banks might gain traction, though their inherent volatility presents a significant risk. Importantly, the specific currency adopted would vary greatly depending on regional factors and cultural norms, creating a fragmented economic landscape. This diversity might involve some communities relying on labor hour systems, while others utilize bartering networks, leading to a complex and uneven economic recovery. The absence of a centralized, universally accepted currency would likely impact trade and create considerable challenges for large-scale commerce. A creditless world would drastically reshape society. Increased inequality is almost certain. Those with valuable skills or possessions would thrive, widening the gap between the haves and have-nots. Access to essential resources would become unevenly distributed, potentially fueling social unrest. However, paradoxically, stronger community bonds might emerge. Mutual support and cooperation would become necessities, fostering a sense of shared responsibility and collective resilience. The absence of large financial institutions could significantly shift power dynamics. Local leaders, community organizers, and skilled artisans might gain prominence, replacing the influence of multinational corporations and centralized governments. This shift could lead to new forms of political organization and potentially more localized decision-making processes. A creditless world would necessitate significant technological and societal adjustments. We might see the rise of sophisticated resource management systems, perhaps blockchain-based platforms tracking bartered goods and services locally. New software could streamline direct exchange, facilitating easier transactions within communities. Socially, trust and reciprocity would become paramount. Long-term planning and saving would be essential for individual and community survival, leading to a more cautious and deliberate approach to resource allocation. Whether such a system finds long-term stability or descends into further chaos remains uncertain. The absence of credit could foster resilience through self-sufficiency and strong community bonds, but might also limit economic growth and overall efficiency compared to credit-based economies. A creditless world would cause immediate economic collapse, forcing adaptation to localized economies and alternative currencies. This transition, while disruptive, might foster stronger communities. In your opinion, what if the world no longer has credit? Share your thoughts in the comments.